Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. Last week I shared how to draft the log cabin block in my blog. This week I'm going to share with you how to draft the tree blocks along with a log cabin for the borders. And then we're going to set it all in a quilt. Last week during my blog post I shared with you how I drafted this log cabin block at 10 by 10 inches. Now let's work on a different block. So select a new block, Pieced Easy Draw. Change the block width and height to 5 by 5. Set the snaps at 5 by 5, and snapping option should be just snap to grid. This is going to be an offset log cabin. So with the line tool we're going to start on the outside and draw a vertical line at 1 inch. Then we're going to draw a horizontal line at 1 inch, but we're going to start on the line we previously drew. Then draw a vertical line at 2 inches and a smaller horizontal line at 2 inches. Then a vertical line at 3 and a smaller horizontal line at 3. That's going to leave us with a 2-inch square in the corner. Go to the Color tab and color this. Using a dark red for the center and a variety of browns for the logs. And select Add to Project Sketchbook. Now let's draw a tree block. Select New Block, Pieced Easy Draw. We're going to keep the block width and height at 5 inches. With the line tool, draw a diagonal line from the lower left corner to the upper right corner. Draw a horizontal line at 1 inch and a vertical line at 1 inch. Then we're going to draw the tree trunk with 2 diagonal 45-degree lines. Go to the Color tab and color this. I chose to work with a variety of greens that came from the fabric library. Then select Add to Project Sketchbook. Then select New Block, Create Serendipity, Shrink and Flip. Select the tree block on the left and addition various rotations by clicking on the tiles below the block. I decided I liked the 4th rotation option, so I selected that, then select Add to Sketchbook and close. We're going to do one additional tree block. Select New Block, Pieced Easy Draw. Change the block width and height to 10 by 10. Set the snaps at 10 by 10. Snapping options should still be Snap to Grid. Select the line tool and draw horizontal and vertical lines at 4 inches. Select Zoom In and drag an area to zoom in on the upper left portion of the block. Use the line tool and we're going to draft a star. So that's going to have vertical and horizontal lines at 1 and 3 inches. Then draw diagonal lines for the flying geese units for the 4 sides of the star. Then select Fit to Work Table to zoom out, and for the top of our tree trunk we're going to go down 3 inches and draw a diagonal line. Then we're going to draw a vertical line at 5 inches and a horizontal line at 5 inches. Then draw a diagonal line to connect those 2 lines. Now staying within that space, draw a vertical line at 6 inches and a horizontal line at 6 inches. Then draw the tree trunk. Go to the Color tab and color this. And select Add to Project Sketchbook. Select the quilt work table and select a new quilt, horizontal. Go to the Layout tab and change the number of blocks to 3 by 3. Change the size of the blocks to 10 inches. Select the Border tab And for the first border, select the style Tile Squares. Scroll down and increase the number of blocks in border to 6. Scroll back up and select Add, and let's change this to a mitered border and change the size to a 1/2 inch, and that's going to be the binding. Select the Design tab, locate the cabin block, and click on Alternating Spaces in the center of the quilt. Rotate so that the door faces in on all 4 blocks. Under Set Block, select the Serendipity block and click on the center. Then click on the tree with the star and put it in the corners. Rotate so that the stars face out. Under Set Block, select the Log Cabin block, and with the controller command key, select one of the Tile Square blocks and the corner. Use Rotate to change the orientation of every other block in the border. I decided to rotate so that every other block had the larger square in the upper left corner and the alternating blocks had it in the lower right corner. Go to Fabric Tools and color the binding. Hide Show Quilt patch lines and select Add to Project Sketchbook. Thanks so much for watching. For additional tips and techniques, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com.